Hello dear friends, welcome to our English-Kurdish video series with Kurdîxane Academy. My name is Aydın. I'm an English teacher and right now I am doing my master's degree on Kurdish English Translation Studies at Mardin Artuklu University. In this series we are going to learn the basics of the Kurdish grammar. We are going to get to know the Kurdish language. So without further ado, let's get started. In our first video, we are going to learn the Kurdish alphabet. And as you can see on the whiteboard, the Kurdish language, the Kurmanji dialect, and the Zazaki dialect as well, is written in the Latin alphabet, just like English and Turkish. So let's get started. You can see how the letters are written in capital and lowercase. So here you can see the capital letters and the lowercase letters. In the Kurdish language, there are 31 letters. 8 are vowel, and the rest consists of consonants. So we've got 23 consonants. So let's get started. Try to repeat after me and imitate my sound to get it better and close to me. Of course, at the end of the video and naturally at the end of the series, you are going to know them much better. This is A, B, C, Ç. So this sound exists in the Turkish language but not in English. The sound exists, but letter does not. D, E. This sound is a little bit peculiar to Kurdish. E, F, G, H, I. So as you can see, when this letter is written in capital, it's a bit different from the lowercase letter. So it's just like the English language. When you write it in the capital, you don't write the dot, but in the lowercase you write it. This was this is I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. This is a bit different from the English sound. It is Q, a bit from the throat. Q. For those of you who are familiar with the Arabic alphabet, it is the equivalent of this letter. Q, Qaf, Q, Q. R, S. We have forgotten there is also sh, like this. This is S, this is sh. This letter does not exist in the English language, but we have got this sound. It is the equivalent of this sound. Sh, sh, sh. T, T. And this sound, just like the A sound, is a bit, how can I say, unusual. It's a bit direct, a bit difficult to pronounce, but you're going to get used to it. So it's not exactly U, it's not exactly U, it is something in between, but With examples, you are going to understand them better. This is a long vowel, U. V. This is we. Do you know the sound in the Arabic alphabet? Wow, we. Just like the word well in English. Well, we. We've got another special sound, kh. You write an X, but you pronounce it as kh. Do you know the sound in the Arabic alphabet? Kh. Kh. Kh. It is the equivalent of kh. We've got ye, ye, and finally we have ze, ze. So now let's break them down into their different parts. I mean consonants and vowels. In the Kurdish language, we've got 8 vowels: a, e, I, o, u. And of these, we've got long vowels like a, e, u, and we've got short vowels like e, and the rest, as I said in the beginning, consists of consonants. So now let's break them down. So now let's break our letters down into their parts. So, as I said, in the Kurdish language, by the way, I forgot, while I talk about and I say the Kurdish language, I mean the Kurmanji dialect, because we are learning the Kurmanji dialect. But the Kurdish language has other dialects as well, like Sorani, Gorani, Zazaki, Haurami. Since Kurmanji is my mother tongue and I specialize in Kurmanji, I'm going to teach you the Kurmanji dialect. So when I say the Kurdish language, don't forget that I mean the Kurmanji dialect. I wanted to make this clear. So in the Kurdish language, we've got 8 vowels. 5 of them are long vowels and 3 of them are short vowels. So our long vowels, so as you can guess by looking at the name, they are long. A, O, U, E. It doesn't exist in most languages. We also have it in the Persian language. So when we say baradare man, my brother, baradare man, it's closer to that sound. I. It's a bit longer. They are a bit longer compared to the short ones. So by looking at examples, you can understand them better. Bav, bav. Can you see? Can you notice my sound? It's a bit long. Bav, bav. I elongated. Bav, which means father. O, por, which means hair. U, kur. Can you notice my sound? Kur, which means deep. E, ker, which means knife. I, shir, that means milk. So now let's look at our short vowels. There are three of them. This is e. Can you see the difference? When I say e, I open my mouth and elongate it, e. But when I say e, it's a bit closer and shorter. E. This might sound complicated, and like when you're not the native speaker of a language, it is nearly impossible to pronounce all of the sounds, all of the letters, like a native speaker. So when I speak English, I'm sure you understand that I'm not a native speaker. But try to do your best to get the closest one. Pay close attention to my mouth. So let's look at our examples. M, which means we. Mrin, which means to die. D, which means you. D. And of the 23 remaining letters, they are consonants. So let's repeat them one by one, and by looking at our examples, you can, get your head around it better. And I want you to also pay attention to the vowels I included here, so that you can remember which ones were long vowels, which one were short vowels. B, baş, which means good. C, jod, which means pear. Ç, which means jav. It is like, it's closer to the, not closer, but exactly the same, the ç sound in like chair in English. Çav, which means eye. De, deng, which means voice or sound. Fe, fede, which means benefit. Ge, gesht, which means trip. He, pay close attention. He, her, which means every or each. Like, for example, you can see that. Herkes, which means everyone. Je, jor, which means up. Kes, kes, which means person. So when you say herkes, you mean everyone. Lori. So as you can see in this word, you've got two long vowels at the same time. O and E. So how do I pronounce that? Lori. Lori. Lori means lullaby. Lullaby. Those you say to children. You sing to children to put them to sleep. Masi. Masi. Do you notice? Two long vowels at the same time. Masi. Masi. Masi. Masi. Which means fish. Do you know Zaruk TV, there was a tongue twister like Masi, Dasi, Qattunaya, Khalasi, something like that. You can watch Zaruk TV to improve your Kurdish. Nechirvan. Mamusta Malik, was it Nechirvan or Nechirvan? E, right? Am I correct? Yeah, okay. If it's not correct, you're the guilty one, okay? Nechirvan. So if I'm correct, you've got three, don't blame me. You've got three long vowels, one after another. E, I, A. Nechirvan. Please let us know in the comments if I'm correct. Was it Nechirvan or Nechirvan? Let us know in the comments. So, pers, question. So, is long one, pers means question. This one in the Arabic alphabet, in the Arabic language as well. Qat, which means never. Rang. You notice the sound, the short one? Rang, which means color. If you're also familiar with the Persian language, you will quickly notice that there is a number of similarities between the Kurdish and the Persian language because they're closely related. That's why you've got a lot of common words like rang, for example. In the Persian, you say rang. Sar, cold. Sar. She. This sound in English, she, like should. Sher, which means lion. Sher, lion. Te, tam, which means taste. Ve, vala, which means empty. We, like well in English, or water. Walat, country. It means country. Walat. Khe, in Arabic. Khe. It comes from You try to, it actually sounds like a cat. But it comes from the throat. Khaun, which means dream. Omit that N. Say khaw, it means sleep. Khaw, sleep. But when you say khaun, it is dream. Yek. One, yek. All of the numbers in the Persian and the Kurdish language are the same. Yak dosya çarpı şeş. And finally we've got z, zaman. So this is a good example because the first vowel is a short one, and the next one is a long one, zaman. Do you see how I elongate my intonation? Zaman. It goes up. Zaman. So how do you say the English language in the Kurdish language? Zamane İngilizi. Zamane İngilizi. The English language. Zamane Kurdi, the Kurdish language. Zamane Fransızı, the French language. Blah, blah, blah. I talk too much. So that's it, friends. All of the letters, vowels, consonants, lowercase, capital ones. Please, if it's not clear, try to watch this video a few times and practice. Try to see written and audio Kurdish materials, also visual materials, to practice these sounds. And I'm going to see you in next videos. Take care. Bye bye.